In this video, I'm going to show you how to create content inside the Prezi Video app. So here's the app down here. And there we are. I'm going to open it up, and here we are inside the editor. The creation experience, the editor here, looks very similar to the one that you might have seen in the web browser video if you watched that video. So a couple of differences. So let's talk a little bit about creating content here. I'll get a little bit more advanced. Very similar overall. If I want to save a file, which we'll do at the end, we can save a file. That way we can just reopen it that way every time. We don't have to worry about creating from scratch every time. So let's start by just putting in some content. We're going to use that same art content. So I'm going to hit the plus button here. And let's just type in art lesson. There we go. And let's just add a visual. Very straightforward. I'm going to click the add visual button here. I'm going to type in art. Whoops, let's actually type that into the text box here. Let's type in art. And let's just drop in a graphic. Doesn't matter what I use. I can use a GIF, a sticker, an image, whatever I want here. I'm just going to go ahead and drop one in. And there we are. I'm going to add a new slide. Click the plus button here. And let's drop in the Son of Man once again. So I'm going to search for a visual on my computer this time. So let's go ahead and add visual. And this time I'm going to add from my computer. And I'm going to find a file on my computer that I want to use. I've got a file right here of the Son of Man. Let's drop that in. There's the PNG, and I'm going to add some text by clicking the T for text. And let's just put in Son of Man, and let's put in the year 1964. Now this one, I want some presenter notes that are available to myself that my audience can't see. So I'm going to add presenter notes here through my little panel. And let's put in some of these notes. I've got them off screen. Let's go ahead and put in some notes here. Magritte painted this as a self-portrait, and it's oil on canvas. And question for the audience, of course, what's up with his left elbow? Okay, so what's going on over here? What is this? Why is it like that, right? So that's what we're going to talk about as a class. If I'm ready to add a new slide, I can click the little plus. Let's add a sticker or something. It doesn't really matter. Or I could just drag and drop something from my computer. Another useful tool. I like to just come over here. This time let's add some Brazilian surrealism. I, of course, missed. I don't need to go to this little panel here, so let's keep that open. And let's just instead just drop our surrealism right here into this slide. And there it is. If I want to add another new painting, let's add this Renoir. I'll just add it over here. I could just add it to my canvas, and it'll actually add it as a new slide. And there it is. I've added both graphics right in just like that. Add some text if I want to, but I'm pretty much good to go. This time we're going to add a template. So right now there's already a template applied. You see this little colored banner here on the right side. If I go to my three little dots, I can choose a different template for this presentation. So I could click through them all. They've all got kind of their own aesthetic and their own sort of transitions. Doesn't matter which one. It's up to you. Some of them use a larger graphic. This one uses a little bit of a smaller graphic. I tend to lean into the ones that use a little bit of a larger one. I might use one like this because it's got the paintbrush marks back here. If I want to go back to my content, I can see exactly how all of these slides will look with the template. So looking at this one, maybe not so much. Maybe I go back to my templates and I choose a different one here. I do also like the simple ones, something like this, where unfortunately this button is covering up some of my text. So maybe I don't use that one if I'm relying on what's on screen. But again, I've got a ton of options here that I can click through. For this one, maybe I'll use this one. Nice and elegant for our art lesson. So I'm going to save this really quick so that I don't have to build it again. I'm going to go to File and Save As, and we'll just call it an art lesson save. There we go. Notice the name changed and we're ready to go. Now we are ready to record a video. So I'm going to go back to my start point and hit record. And there we go. It's ready for me to hit the red button here. And it'll give me a 3-second countdown. And we are now recording. So recording is live. I can progress through my presentation using my left and right arrow if I'd like. And there we are. I know that I've got my presenter notes. If I want to zoom into my graphic, I can. So I can zoom into that there with my little toggle buttons here. So I could also turn off my content or bring it back alongside me. And I could pretty much just keep presenting exactly like this. And there we are. There's my Brazilian surrealism, which I didn't put my title for. And then finally, I've got my Renoir at the end. And if we need to zoom into that, let's zoom into that with my shortcut key, which on a Mac is Command 2. And let's come back out when we're ready. And I could say, okay, thank you for watching. This has been great. And then I'll hit done recording. So now I could trim off the beginning and the end of my presentation. So I might trim off the beginning until I didn't actually wave. Maybe we'll just start right about there. Trim off the end until I waved. I usually like to give a visual cue for me to trim up to. And then there we are. And now I can save and share my video. So I have two options at the end here in the app. I can either upload it back to my Prezi account, or I could save my file locally. I typically do both. If I save the file locally, it'll give me the option to save it as a full HD 1080p video, and that will be great for uploading to an LMS or any other sort of website or wherever you want to put your video. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you want to put that video, this one here will be the best option for you. So that's pretty much it. That's how easy it is to add your own content into the Prezi video app and make a quick recording. Thanks for watching.